In this example, we will be learning how to play the drum set from beginners to advanced. I have created some slides that will give you a better information on understanding notated form in this video. In example number 1, the height is played on beats number 1, beats number 2, beats number 3, and beats number 4. Example number 2, bass drum is only played on beats number 1 and beats number 3 as indicated in this slide. Example number 3, the snare drum is played only on beats number 2 and beats number 4. In this next example, the hi-hat is played on all 4 beats, but on beats number 2 and beats number 4, the snare drum and the hi-hat is played together at the same time. In this next example, the hi-hat still is being played on all 4 beats, but on beats number 1 and beats number 3, the bass drum and the hi-hat goes down together. In this next example, bass drum, the snare and the hi-hat is played, but on beats number 1 and beats number 3, the hi-hat and the bass drum goes down together, and beats number 2 and beats number 4, the snare drum and the hi-hat plays together. In this next example, we're using 8th note form. You realize the hi-hat is played on the 1, the and, the 2, and 3, and 4, and the snare, as usual, is played on beats number 2 and the 4 with the hi-hat together at the same time, but on beats number 1, on the and of 2, and beats number 3, the hi-hat and the bass drum goes down together. In this final example, the hi-hat is played on all beats, but the difference is that on beats number 1, and of 2, and beats number 3, the hi-hat and the bass drum goes down together. Have fun while learning. Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be working on playing the drum set as beginners, from a beginner stage to an advanced stage. I'll be working with my bass drum, which is this drum right here, snare drum, my hi-hat. Here I have my floor tom and my right cymbal, but the emphasis will be placed on bass, snare, and hi-hat. Normally, as a drummer, when we are playing the drums, we are playing but we are counting in our minds. For example, I'll be doing this example in 4/4 time, meaning you will have 4 beats per bar. I will be counting from 1 to 4. When I reach back at number 4, I'm going to start back at 1. Rule of thumb, whenever you're playing, your bass drum, which is this drum right here, is played on number 1 and number 3. Your snare drum is played on number 2 and number 4, and your hi-hat can have variations. You can play on all 4, or you can play 8-note pattern on your hi-hat. In this example, I will be starting off with my bass drum played on number 1 and number 3. Here it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm gonna play my snare drum on number 2 and number 4. It goes like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now I'm gonna combine my bass drum and my snare drum. Bass drum will be played on number 1, number 3, and my snare drum will be played on number 2 and number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, Now, I will play in all 4 counts on my hi-hat, which is this symbol right here, and it goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember early on, we said that our snare drum is played on number 2 and number 4. Now we're going to try to add our snare drum on beats number 2 and number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gonna go back, play again, but a little slower. Notice that when I am on number 2 and number 4, my hi-hat and snare, the sticks are going down at the same time. Goes like this, slower. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, I'm going to combine my hi-hat and my bass drum. Remember, bass drum is played on number 1 and number 3. Here goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice that on number 1 and number 3, my bass drum and my hi-hat goes down the same time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's important that you practice slowly, practice each piece separately just to get it under your hands and your feet. And when you are comfortable enough, you can play both pieces like your bass drum and your snare together, or your snare drum and your hi-hat together, and then you can combine all 3 pieces. I'm going to combine all 3 pieces of the set, and I'm going to start very slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's speed it up a little that you can hear what it sounds like. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we are going to change our hi-hat pattern. The bass drum and snare drums remains the same. Now we're going to change our hi-hat pattern. Remember earlier when we were playing our hi-hat pattern like this on all 4 of them. 1, 2, Now we're going to play 8th note pattern on a hi-hat, and we count it like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. You notice my mouth is saying 1 and 2, and I'm going to use my hi-hat to follow the same pattern that my mouth is saying, and it goes like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I am going to add my snare on number 2 and 4 while maintaining the 8 note pattern on my hand. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Let's go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now, keeping the 8 note pattern on my hi-hat, I'm going to add my bass drum on number 1 and number 3, and it goes like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. It is very important that you practice each piece separately, and when you are comfortable with both pieces separately, you're going to try and combine all 3 pieces. Let's play our bass drum, snare drum, and hi-hat together very slow, then we're going to speed it up. Sounds like this: 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 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 2 and 3 and 4 and. Notice on number 1 and number 3, my bass drum is going down with my hi-hat. Look closely: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and number 2 and number 4, my snare is going down with my hi-hat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 Now we're gonna change our bass drum pattern. We're still gonna play on beat number 1, but when we reach beat number 3, you're gonna have a little difference, and goes like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and. Now we're gonna add our snare on number 2 and number 4 2, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 3, and 4. Let's add a little speed to this rhythm so you can hear what it sounds like.